next to the testy. Let me catch the energy. It's that time. All right, let's get it. I'm about to give a speech. I'll talk to you later. I'll call you after. Skyline prep right now. This is what up? Man, I appreciate the opportunity. How you doing? What up, coach? I'm James. Nice to meet you.
It's Carson, one of our guys.
What up? I'm James. Nice to meet you. How you doing? I'm James. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. What up? How you doing? Player development? Oh, yeah.
This Coach Mark.
What's up? Came from France? Yeah. You like it out here? What's the biggest difference? Culture? What about it? How you doing? I'm James. Nice to meet you. Yeah?
You from here?
Yeah, I'm from Phoenix. Yeah.
Welcome to our house.
I appreciate it.
James, take it away.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing? Good. So real quick, my name is James Hodggreen. I go by Juju Beans on social media. And so like he just said, I recently just hung up my jersey, right? I played a year of D3 and then I played 2 years of JUCO. And I was good enough to continue, but what I realized, I was like, I could push somebody else's legacy forward. Somebody else's legacy is gonna be a part of mine, right? So essentially what I wanted to come and share with y'all is what it truly takes to not only make it in hoops, but what it takes to create a legacy for your name, right? I'm thinking everybody wants to do that, right? Yeah. So first, real quick, just a little bit more on my background, just so y'all know that I have a few accolades. I was a 2-time scholar athlete at my high school, 4th-team All-State, 2nd team, 2-time region defensive player, and I finished my degree with a 3.3. So I got things done, right? And raise your hand if you have the dream of going to the NBA, right? Okay. Now, raise your hand if you believe that it'll happen for yourself. Okay, a little bit less hands, okay. Now raise your hand if somebody's hated on your dream. Okay. Raise your hand if you're the person that hated on your dream. No? Nobody? Okay, solid. So what I came to tell y'all, man, realistic is dependent on the work you're willing to put in. Let me say it one more time. Realistic is dependent on the work you're willing to put in. The dream doesn't happen when you write it down. Like for me, for example, when I first touched the basketball and I was shooting in my driveway, I thought to myself, I'm gonna go to the NBA. At the time, I still played football too. I was like, I'm gonna be a multi-star athlete. I'm an NBA and NFL. But as soon as my dad called, I told my dad, hey dad, I wanna go to the NBA. He's bet, let's do it. Tomorrow we're waking up at 5 a.m. to hit the track. I turn out to look at him, 5 a.m., track? Nah, okay, I'm with it. Did it first 3 days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, but it starts to trickle off. I start to fake injuries. I can't do it today. This girl wants to hang out, making excuses, right? And what I realized, I don't know if y'all are familiar with him, Bake Show, Josh Baker, he just transferred to GCU. That's one of my best friends. Him and I grew up at the Croc Center right down the road. And all summer, I'm sure plenty of y'all have been in a rec center like that, where all summer, all you're doing is hooping. All summer, you're doing is hooping. Ty Washington's up there. Dalen Terry's up there. All of these guys are up there, right? And I come in as a no-name. They all knew each other. I come in as a no-name. I'm thinking I'm the stuff. But that's when reality hit me. Dang, there's more than just what I know. And that's the first thing I need y'all to realize. There's more people out there than what you know. I'm sure you've heard it before. The beast is out there working. While you woke up at 8 o'clock, the beast woke up at 6 a.m. And he did that 3 months straight, 3 years straight. So back to my Croc Center story. I come in, I'm playing pickup with him. I'm not really getting the ball. But when I do, I'm kind of like freezing up. But the reason wasn't because I didn't have the capability. I was solid. But the reason that those guys were different than I was, and the reason that some of y'all are going to be different than your peers, is because they're willing to put in more work than everybody else, and they're willing to trust the work. You have to trust your work, right? I remember this vividly. One day, Big Show came up to me, "Hey, James, everybody left the gym. We just got done playing pickup. I'm sure I was at the Croc Center for like 8 hours. We just got done hooping, swimming, all that good stuff." And he comes up, "Hey, James, let's get up some extra reps." "Oh, nah, I'm good, bro. My mom's on the way, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da." But I'm wondering, when I'm playing him in region play, he has a little more confidence pulling in to the rock step three. He has a little more confidence attacking the hoop. He has a little more confidence, right? And that's all because he could trust his work. You need those mental deposits, y'all. You need those mental deposits. And I'm not just talking about on the basketball court. You need those mental deposits showing up for yourself off the court. I'm not just talking about school. I'm not just talking about family. I'm talking about all of it. Right? I was the type that I just identified myself as a hooper. Oh, I'm just a hooper. I just go to school because I'm a hooper. If I didn't hoop, I wouldn't be in school, right? Do I have any other guys like that? No? Coaches are looking, so you can't. Okay. There. So what I realized is, this is what my JUCO coach taught me. This is the biggest thing my JUCO coach taught me. You are who you are, but that's not who you have to be. Right? You are who you are, but that's not who you have to be. I was somebody that was lazy. I was somebody making excuses. I was somebody that wasn't confident. But I ended up playing college basketball. Why? Because I changed my narrative. I changed my narrative. Right now, coach was just telling y'all, some of y'all don't have the work ethic. Some of y'all aren't talking on defense. Some of y'all aren't putting in the work, yada, yada, yada. You are who you are, but that is not who you have to be. So the next question is, are you willing to change? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing not to go out on that Saturday and come in, get work with your coaches? Are you willing to do that over and over and over? Not just when it's easy. Are you willing to do that over and over and over again? Because those habits that you develop as a hooper, that's going to develop your legacy as a man. That's going to develop your legacy as a man. Like Coach said, if I'm lollygagging while coach isn't looking, I'm gonna lollygag when coaches aren't looking at my grades, right? I'm gonna lollygag when my parents aren't on top of my stuff, because that was the brutal awakening that I had when I moved on to college. Dang, my support system, they still support you, but they support you from afar. It's not on anybody else to go get your groceries. It's not on anybody else to make sure you get to the cafeteria. It's not on anybody else to take care of your depression. Don't get me wrong. You have resources. You have resources all around you, but it's a matter of tapping into those. It's a matter of, "Hey, coach, look, I don't really understand this play. Can you help me out? Hey, coach, this girl, she's kind of getting in my head off the court. Like, can you help me out? Hey, mom, I need an extra $20. I know I just asked for 20, but please." You have to be willing to ask for help, because a lot of us, at least me personally, I adopted the mindset, oh, it's me versus the world. It's me versus the world. It's you versus the world if you make it that way. It's you versus the world if you make it that way. If I thought it was me versus the world, I wouldn't be here right now giving this speech. I called Coach Chris yesterday, "Yo, coach, this is what I'm doing now." But because of the strength of the relationship that I've built, because of my personality, because of my willingness to pour into other people are willing to pour into me. And let me tell you right now, I broke my foot while I was at my D3. They messed up my financial aid. So I had to transfer. And since I had a great personality, since I had a personal personality, since I was somebody other people wanted to help, I found a school within 2 weeks. I found a school 2 weeks before school was about to start with a broken foot. How does that happen? That's because I was willing to be relatable. I was willing to get to know somebody, right? So look, like I told y'all, realistic is dependent on the work that you put in. So what I need y'all to adopt from this point on, I need y'all to adopt progression over perfection. I need you to adopt progression over perfection. And the reason being is perfection is this little micro moment where everything's perfectly in line. Everything is perfect in line. But progression, that's everlasting. That's where true abundance is. That's when you're coming in the gym, your skills trainer's putting you through, you're bouncing it off your foot. Fuck, let me go pick it up. Let me get right back to it. That's progression. You're not going to be perfect in this life. You're not going to be perfect in this game. You're not going to be perfect in the classroom. But if you're progressing, it takes progression in order to see perfection. You can't have perfection without progression, though. So, look, I need y'all to do 5 things. And I'll wrap up real quick. I need y'all to first, if you really have that dream of playing in the NBA, if you have that dream of becoming an entrepreneur, if you have that dream of being a CEO, whatever your dream is, it all starts with what you're being. It starts with who you're being. Who are you being? What are those habits that you have? What are those tendencies that you have? So first, these are the 5 things you need to do if you want more, if you want legacy. You need to be more. Once you start being more, then you'll start doing more. Once you start doing more, you start to get more results. You start creating more. After you start creating more, then you'll have more. And once you have more, that's time to give more. And not only just give to other people, give more to yourself. Give more to yourself. That's something that I learned as I progressed in my adulthood. It's a mental battle every single day to wake up as a student athlete at that. Just as a man in general. There are things that are going to weigh on you every single day. But you have to show up. You have to pour more into yourself. And that's what really took my basketball career to the next level. I started diving into my mental health. I started changing my diet. I stopped eating those hot Cheetos. I stopped FaceTiming girls until 1 a.m. I stopped playing Fortnite until 2 a.m. And I started meditating. I started reading. I started getting my classwork done. I started, instead of FaceTiming, I was FaceTiming one of my coaches, asking about X's and O's. Oh, who we playing next week? Yada, yada, yada. So look, for those of y'all that want to be that next NBA star, those of y'all that want to be that next entrepreneur, you want to be whatever it is that you want to be, you need to research those NBA level habits. You need to research those NBA level habits, right? Let's use Zion, for example. Zion came in as a crazy talent. So did LeBron. What is LeBron doing different than everybody else in the league? He's putting $1 million into his body. I'm not saying y'all have to pour $1 million into your body, but I'm saying you can cut off your phone 10 minutes before you go to bed and tune into your thoughts. I'm saying that you can sit down and journal, because little do we know, this is what I had to figure out. Those emotional barriers, that shit carries, excuse my language, that carries on to the court. That carries on to how you're going to treat your mom. That's carrying on how you're going to treat your girlfriend. So you got to decompress, right? Because mental health is real prominent right now. And it's no shame. There's no gimmicks if you're tapped in with your emotions. That's true maturity. True maturity is being able to tap in and feel all of your emotions without allowing them to control you. Without allowing your emotions to control you. That's what stopped my legacy a little short on the basketball court. I allowed one missed shot. Oh, dang, I'm done. Bad body language, all of that. So are y'all willing to change? You have to be willing to change. You have to be able to have that tough conversation with yourself each and every day. What did I do good today? What can I improve on tomorrow? What did I do good today? What can I improve on tomorrow? Because a lot of us will just tap into the second thing. What can I do better tomorrow? But we don't count our wins. If we don't count our wins, how are we going to ever feel like we're making progress, right? That's the goal. We want to feel like we're progressing. We want to feel like we're getting better. So allow yourself the chance to feel that progression. So, and last but not least, use your platform to build your legacy. Use this basketball to get you to your next level. Use this basketball to tap you into resources. Use your basketball to help you start your business. Use your basketball to help you change your family's legacy. Use your basketball to help you do well in school. Whatever that platform you have right now, use your legacy, use your name, and use your influence, because you have more than you think. You have more than you think. And if you start building it now, that's one thing I wish I could change. I wish I started using my influence while I was younger. So y'all have that opportunity right now, man. So it's time. It's time that y'all look yourselves in the mirror. Ask yourself, what can I change? What can I do to improve? But that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate the coaching staff. I appreciate y'all's time. And I'm wishing y'all the best of luck this year, man.
That's a great
Yes, sir. He said I'm gonna throw him up. Let's get a picture real quick. Let's get a picture.
Right here.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all for listening, man. Yeah, let's get a picture real quick.
Okay, you did. Okay.
I appreciate you.
Oh,
Bro.
man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I got y'all.
Right
I
here,
got
right here, right
y'all.
here in the middle, right here in the middle.
Yeah, let's get a picture. I appreciate y'all, man. See, that's the props of being short. I can be in the middle. Weight of the world on your shoulders.
I might have to do it right now. Bro, you need to do a few more sit-ups, Asia.
Heyo. Yes, sir. Shout out Skyline Prep, man. Shout out Coach Diaz and the rest of the coaching staff. That was a great speech, but that speech is not only for hoopers. That is for anybody that is chasing a dream. Not chasing, we're achieving dreams. So make sure you like this video, comment, and share. And last but not least, hit subscribe. And like my grandma said, man, keep going, keep growing. I love y'all. Oh.